Hello kids, in this video we will study about division. What is division? Division is equal distribution of a given quantity. That means if I have 100 toffees and I want to distribute it among 30 students, so I have to divide 100 by 30. Then I get that 3 toffees I have to give each children, and 10 after that 10 toffees are left with me. So by this way I just get to know that I have to give equal proportion, that means 3 toffees to each child. Now the number we have to divide is called dividend, and the number by which we have to divide, that is called divisor. The answer in division we will get is quotient, and the number left is called remainder. So these are the main terms used in division. Now, properties of division. The first property is when a number is divided by 1, the quotient is the number itself. That means if we divide any number by 1, we will get the number only, the same number only. So the next property is when a number is divided by itself, the quotient is 1. That means if we divide any large number or any small number by itself only, we will get the quotient 1. The next property is when 0 is divided by any number, the quotient is always 0. So when we divide 0 by any number, we will get 0, but division of 0 is not possible. This is the fourth property. That means we can't divide 0 by any number. So division of 0 is not possible. The next property is dividend is equals to divisor multiplied by quotient plus remainder. If we want to find this, if we want to check our answer, we can use this, that dividend, this number, is equals to divisor multiplied by quotient plus remainder. So this formula or this method is called division algorithm. Now how we have to check our answer? By this way, see, we have to divide 125 by 4. So it is 4 3s are 12. Now 5 is here. Then 4 1s are 4. So 1 is the remainder. So in this, dividend is 125, divisor is 4, quotient is 31, and the remainder is 1. Now we have to check that our division is correct or not. So we have to apply this method, divisor multiplied by quotient plus remainder. So divisor is 4 multiplied by 31 plus 1. So when we multiply this, 4 multiply 31, it is 124. Then 124 plus 1 is 125. So it is equal to dividend. That means our division is correct. If it is not equal, that means there is some mistake in our division. Now the next topic is division by 10, 100 or 1000. First we just observe dividing a number by 10. So when we divide 47 by 10, what it gets? 47 divided by 10. So 10 4s are 40 and 7 is the remainder. Here also we can see when we divide 245 by 10, it is 10 2s are 20, then 45 is there, 10 4s are 40 and 5 is the remainder. That means what we observe here, on dividing a number by 10, the quotient is obtained by removing the ones digit from the number. The ones digit forms the remainder. That means if we divide any number by 10, we just get the ones place digit as our remainder. So if we want to write directly, suppose 47 divided by 10. So it is 4 is the quotient and 7 is the remainder. Here also in 3-digit number, 24 is the quotient and 5 is the remainder. So we can write directly. If we want to divide any number by 10, we have to write the ones place digit as remainder and the rest of the digits as quotient. Now dividing a number by 100. When we divide a number by 100, we will take two digits, last 2 digits, tens place and ones place digit as remainder and the rest is quotient. So if we want to divide it directly, we want to write the answer directly, it is 12 the quotient and 89 is the remainder. Here also 42 is the quotient and 87 is the remainder. We can see this division also. 4287 is there, 4287. We have to divide it by 100. 100 fours are 400. Now 2, 8 and 7 is there. 100 twos are 200. 87 is the remainder. So we can divide it like this, or we can write the answer directly as 42 as the quotient and 87 as the remainder. Then with divide a number by 1000. If we divide a number by 1000, we just take last 3 digit, 100 place, 10s place and 1s place digit as remainder and rest of the number as the quotient. So here 782 is the remainder and 2 is the quotient. Here also we can see 5 is the quotient and 287 is the remainder. So this is the simplest way to divide by 10, 100 and 1000. Now division of large numbers. When we are dividing a large number by one digit number. So see there is a number 72,845. We have to divide it by 9. So 9 8s are 72. Now it is completely divisible. One digit will come at the down. So it is 8. Now 8 is not divisible by 9 as it is less than 9. So we have to take another number here. So for that we have to put 0. Then we take one number more and it is 84 now. So 9 9s are 81, which is less than 84. Then 3 is here. 3 is coming here after subtracting 84 and 81. Now 5 is coming down. 9 3s are 27, which is less than 35. So we can see 8 is the remainder. So we have to divide a large number by any number. We have to take one digit down, or if one digit is, we are starting from ones, if one digit is not divisible by this number, then we have to consider 2 digit, and we have to see 2 digits then and find the smaller number which is smaller than these two digits. Then if we want to check our answer, what we have to do? We have to apply the division algorithm, that is divisor multiply by quotient plus remainder. So here the divisor is 9, the quotient is 8093 and the remainder is 8. So we have to multiply this, we will get 72,837. Then we have to add 8 in this and we will get 72,845, that is equals to dividend. So by this way we can check our answer. If we want to divide it by 2 digit number, then also we have to take 2 digits. If one digit is not divisible, see one digit is always less than 2 digit number, so we have to take 2 digit only. So 11 fours are 44. Now 4 is there, then 1 will come down. Now 11 3s are 33, which is less than 41. Then 8 is here, 5 is coming down. 11 7s are 77. Now 8 is the remainder. Then we have to check it by again division algorithm. The next thing is estimation and division. Estimation means rounding off. So we have to estimate the quotient by rounding off the numbers to its greatest place. Suppose if it is 1 digit or 2 digit number, then we have to round off to nearest tens, and if it is 3 digit number, then we have to round off it to nearest hundreds. Suppose it is there 674 divided by 9. So 674 will round off to nearest hundreds and it will become 700. And 9 is a single digit number, so we have to round off it to nearest tens and it will become 10. So 700 divided by 10 is 70. So the quotient is about 70. We have to do this by this method. We have to find the actual division also and the estimated division also. Suppose we are having this question first, 134 divided by 22. So we have to write actual quotient, because in division the answer is quotient only, and estimated quotient. So here we have to do the actual division, that is 134 divided by 22, and here we have to round off it to its greatest place and then divide. So 134 become 100 to its nearest hundreds, and 22 become 20 to nearest tens. Now if we divide it actually, then what we get? We have to take a number less than 134. So 22 6 it's 132. Now 2 is the remainder here. In this case, we have to divide 100 by 20. It is 25 100. It is completely divisible. So our estimated quotient is 5. Okay, so these type of question we have to do like this, actual quotient and estimated quotient. So estimated is rounding off, and we have to round off the numbers to its nearest greatest place. That means if we are having 4-digit number, then we have to round off it to nearest 1000. If we are having 3-digit number, we have to round off to nearest hundreds. And if we are having 1-digit or 2-digit number, then we have to round off it to nearest tens. This is all about your division chapter. Thank you, students.